Manchester United. 2 words. Manchester United. I mean, right now, if you ask anybody to say a joke with 2 words, just say Manchester United. 4-0 against Brentford. Man, them were demolished by 4-0. They were trying to play out from the back. Christian Eriksen, who was supposed to be at the heart of things, pun intended. I mean, I just can't help myself, sorry. He was supposed to be at the heart of things, and got dispossessed. Lisandro Martinez, the Dutch Gary Medel, the cousin to Dries Mertens, the long-distance grandson of Danny DeVito, was trying to, show his aerial prowess, and he got dumped on by Ben Mee, Ivan Toney, and Mbeumo.
He shock you!
I don't understand what is going on at Manchester United. Someone should really try to explain to me what's going on. Why would you sign a 5'9" centre back for £60 million plus and expect him to come to the Premier League and win aerial duels? Why? Why would you do such a thing? It's not even something you should try on Football Manager. I mean, you are going to get found out. I don't know. But to our entertainment, to our amusement, of course, Manchester United fell by 4-0. 4 goals, of course, in the first half by Brentford. It could have been more, but Brentford decided to just save their blushes. Erik ten Hag made 4 substitutes in the first half. At the end of the first half, he made 4 substitutes at the end of the first half, to begin the game in the second half. And they really didn't make much impact. Sancho, Rashford, Cristiano Ronaldo, they were all shambolic. Their performances were all poor. And, it really leaves me to wonder what is going to happen to Manchester United this season. Remember, they are going to be playing Liverpool and Arsenal. Within their next 5 games, we'll be playing Liverpool and Arsenal. They'll be going away to Leicester City. And, I think Manchester United are really going to be in serious trouble this season. Don't take my word for it. Just look at the performances in the last 2 games. Manchester United are really going to be in serious trouble. I do not even think that they are going to be able to arrest whatever situation they are in, even if they make signings. Because the shape of the squad is so bad. Obviously, you cannot change 10 players in the squad. It's already too late for that. And you need the new players that will come in before the September 1st to learn the way of playing, which currently isn't even up to scratch. So I don't even know what's going to happen. Manchester United fans, you guys really prepare yourselves. It's going to really be a long season.
God, you are there, who go help?
4-0. It was interesting. I enjoyed every bit of that. You had fans, hyperventilating. You had people losing their minds. You need to see the way they were reacting, especially in the watch-along videos. Comedy gold, I tell you. Comedy gold.
For God's sake, it can't be 4-0. It is 4-0. Oh no, it is 4-0.
Well, sorry, Manchester United fans. You'll have to hold that one, I'm afraid. Against Liverpool, we'll see what they want to do. I hear that people are already gearing up for the Liverpool game. Well, we'll see what turns out. Remember that Liverpool too already are feeling like a wounded lion at the moment, and they are willing to destroy anybody they catch now. Too bad is Manchester United. I would say Manchester United fans, just forget about that match. Take it from me, just forget about that match. You guys are going to get beaten blue-black. Just take it from me. Liverpool are going to beat Manchester United. You heard it here first. Oh my God. Speaking about Liverpool played a 1-1 draw against Crystal Palace. They were not expected to draw the game. Everybody expected that they would easily beat Crystal Palace. But this is the Premier League, and as it always is, no games are easy in this league. Remember, Arsenal beat Crystal Palace, away from home by 2-0. But that doesn't mean that Crystal Palace will now come to Anfield and get worked on. You saw Crystal Palace really holding their own against Liverpool, and they managed to leave with a 1-1 draw. Liverpool also had a red card. Darwin Núñez got a red card. It was just, a way for him to get introduced to life in the Premier League as a striker. This is the Premier League, bro. I say this thing I've said this in 100 times, especially to all these new managers and clubs coming. This is the Premier League. This is the best league in the world. This is the toughest, this is the most demanding league in the world. You don't come here and think that you're the flavor of the month, and because you scored 30 goals in one funky ass league, and you come here and think that you're going to run the show. I mean, he got wound up by Anderson, in the Crystal Palace defense, and they ended up booting the guy and got red carded. Jurgen Klopp will not be pleased with that, of course, but we are pleased to see that.
I don't want peace.
That's his introduction to the Premier League. I'm sure most of the other centre backs in the Premier League will be looking at the guy and thinking, yeah. So you get wound up easily, yeah. We're coming for you in the next game. Watch, we're coming for you in the next game. Now, Núñez, of course, will not be playing in the next game. 3-game ban as a result of violent conduct. and we'll be seeing how that turns out. Chelsea, of course, with Tottenham, played out a 2-2 draw at Stamford Bridge. Testy affair. I don't know, all these clubs, all these junior brothers to Arsenal, all these London clubs who are little kids to Arsenal. I don't know why they're always getting mad at each other. I don't know why they're always getting angry. I mean, you need to work things out. This is why Arsenal is, biggest club in London.
Mercy upon us.
Biggest club in London, You cannot just be getting mad at each other like this. They played out a 2-2 draw. Antonio Conte and Thomas Tuchel went at it on 2 occasions. At the end of the game, it got really testy. They had to be separated from, coming to blows. Also got suspended. Both got a red card each. They'll be suspended from the next game. They won't be in the dugout for the next game. Particularly interesting to me was seeing the way Tottenham were celebrating when they scored the last minute, equalizer. Did you see the way Bissouma was celebrating with the fans? It was as if they won the league at Stamford Bridge. Somebody was saying the other day that the transfer window for Tottenham has been really excellent. They've managed to buy winners. They've bought strong core group of players, and then they ended up drawing 2-2. I mean, you brought winners in to draw 2-2. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. They came, they celebrated a lot. Chelsea really played well, to be honest. Chelsea deserved to win. I think the officiating was shambolic. It was really terrible. Mike Dean was in VAR, of course, so definitely I was expecting drama. Hair pull on Cucurella by Romero was a red card offense. If it wasn't a red card offense, and it was a yellow card offense, they deserved to get a free kick in that game before the corner kick was played. I don't know why, but Mike Dean was, ref, and I'm not surprised. Premier League referees are just full of drama, So sorry, Chelsea fans, you feel robbed, but coming from an Arsenal fan, I know what it means to feel robbed. Okay, so you just have to hold that. I'm afraid. Hopefully, the next game against Leeds United, the officiating will be just as bad. Manchester City ran out 4-0 winners against Bournemouth. Of course, I did tell you in the last episode that Manchester City were going to win. I expected them to win. Bournemouth, as far as I'm concerned, are going to get relegated. Just take that from me. They are going to get relegated. They are on my list of teams to get relegated. Bournemouth, Everton, and Southampton. Bournemouth, Everton, Southampton are my teams to get relegated. I think, yeah. If that was not what I said in the last episode, then, I'm updating my stance. Bournemouth, of course, will be playing against Arsenal in their next game. I expect them to get dunked on again. That's just it. Arsenal are just on fire at the moment. Speaking about Arsenal, 4-2 winners against Leicester City. Gabriel Jesus, at the heart of things, scored 2 goals, gave 2 assists, was really on fire. Could have had, a hat-trick easily. Could have scored at least 5 goals. But, he was just fluffing his lines. But 4 goals against Leicester, really impressive performance. Own goal by William Saliba, but he got overshadowed by his performance. He performed excellently well again, very composed at the heart of defense. Gabriel Magalhaes, played very well as well. It's interesting to see the way Arsenal fans were singing for Youri Tielemans when he got subbed in the 61st, 62nd minute. We'll see you next week. We'll see you next week. Youri Tielemans, we'll see you next week. Personally, I don't think he's going to join Arsenal anymore. I think that the delay in signing him has been because, perhaps Arteta has seen the way, Xhaka has been performing in the left central midfield position of the 4-3-3, going forward, scoring goals, playing a little further forward, and it's been quite impressive, to be honest. And so it may change Arteta's thinking to, bring him in. But they may just have to wait till, his contract runs out next season. Who knows? A lot of things can happen, on deadline day. Arsenal may decide, to pay some fee for him on the 31st or the 1st of September. We'll see how that turns out. Real Madrid ran out 2-1 winners against Almeria. They came from behind, to win by 2-1. There were goals by Lucas Vazquez, and Alaba came in and scored a free kick, a magnificent free kick with his first touch in the game. It was a very good performance by Real Madrid. I was really impressed with the way they played. They looked really composed. They were not worried at all. Almeria tried, made all the attempts, but Real Madrid just, had the quality, extra quality, and overpowered them. Barcelona, of course, played a 0-0 draw with Rayo Vallecano at home at the Camp Nou. People expected them to win the game with all the players that they managed to sign during the window. It was really surprising to see that they couldn't, deliver. Rayo Vallecano, of course, are no pushovers. Remember last season, I think they beat Barcelona. I think they beat Barcelona home and away last season. So I think, they are really a very decent side and they are not pushovers as well. So, people would expect that Barcelona, gets over the disappointment of that 0-0 draw and, play well in the next game. Although their next game will be against Real Sociedad, who of course are like, And like a banana peel, they're also slippery. You cannot, really predict sometimes what you expect from them. We'll see about their next performance though, Barcelona, signing all those players, you expect them to deliver. They have a very fearsome attack now. Their wingers are also very good. They managed to sign some of the very best wingers in the world, and their defense also looks quite impressive. We'll see how Barcelona play that. Paris Saint-Germain ran out, I think, 3 new winners. They performed well, but the interesting part was seeing Kylian Mbappe try to jostle for a penalty kick and was rebuffed by Neymar. My problem with PSG is that for all the attacking firepower they have, it's just Hollywood that goes on in the dressing room. The reason why I don't think they will ever be able to win a major European trophy, is just because they just struggle to be united. Too many star players, too many egos in the dressing room are always so difficult to control. Kylian Mbappe, of course, now is the latest guy. Reports are that there's a lot of tension between him and Neymar, and of course Lionel Messi, and all that is causing a lot of turmoil on the pitch. I think they will win the league again, French league. I think they will win. My prediction is they will even win it by as much as maybe 7 to 8 points. They'll be comfortable winners. I did not see them winning in Europe. I still did not see them performing in Europe. It still doesn't look like a project that focuses on football. It still doesn't look like a project that focuses on football, like a football-focused project. There are too many egos, So Bayern Munich, of course, ran out 2 new winners. Bayern Munich, of course, 2 new winners. Everybody expected them to win, although by higher margin. Everybody expected to win by higher margin, but then the win is a win. 3 points is 3 points. They did very well. I expect them to also win the league. Nothing surprising there. AC Milan ran out winners as well. Juventus 3 new winners against Sassuolo. Di Maria escaped the circles at PSG, now running things at Juventus, had the opening goal. Vlahovic scored twice. Good performance. Inter Milan ran out winners against Lecce. I think they'll beat Spezia too this coming weekend. Remains to be seen, but that's my prediction. They'll be beating Spezia. So if you are one of those that like to stake on games for punters, that's my pick. Inter Milan will also run out winners against Spezia. So watch out for that. Game week 3 coming this weekend. We are going to be seeing Manchester United play Liverpool.
God, you are there, go.
Arsenal will go away to Bournemouth. Chelsea will go away to Leeds. And it will be interesting to see how all these games pan out. Remember to join me for the next episode. And don't forget, Manchester United fans, take heart. It won't be easy. Take heart. Eriksen is going to do well. So take heart. Pun intended. I can't help myself with those things. See you guys next time. Until the very next episode. Peace.